What is one of the things that we're hearing right now about the Notre Dame Cathedral burning? Well, what we're hearing is you shouldn't donate, or people shouldn't donate in general, to rebuilding the Notre Dame Cathedral because that money would be better spent on ending poverty in Africa. You understand? Because that money that they're using to fix that cathedral, you could just throw it at poverty and poverty would be gone. It would just be ended. So why are we wasting all this money? Well, there's just one problem with that, okay? The problem with that is we already tried that, okay? Since 1962, how much money has been spent trying to end poverty in Africa? Well, I'll give you a little hint. Number's about 3.98 trillion. Yeah, that's with a T. And how much money do you think the governments of the world spend every year on foreign aid for Africa? That number is about $150 billion a year. Okay? And in relation to that, how much is it that we're spending to fix the Notre Dame Cathedral? Well, right now, the number is about $1 billion. So if you compare $1 billion to 3.98 trillion or $150 billion a year, well, guess what? That number that we're spending on Notre Dame Cathedral, that's less than 1% of what's actually being spent every freaking year um, to end poverty in Africa. So your donation isn't going to end poverty in Africa. It is, however, going to help rebuild a cathedral dedicated to a religion that has taught people to be generous and has taught people to donate to Africa and has taught people to care about poverty. Okay, so you're rebuilding something that's a monument to um, to charity itself, and which represents a religion and a faith that represents charity itself. So actually, you're creating more charity by donating to rebuild the Notre Dame Cathedral than you would be if you just threw that money at poverty. And the other thing is, we spent 3.98 trillion. We spent 150 billion dollars a year. Is poverty ending? No, it's not ending. It's been over 50 years. What will eventually end poverty? Well, I'll tell you what will eventually end poverty. Well, in poverty is a little thing called economic development. And economic development doesn't happen because you throw money at it. It doesn't happen because you throw $1 billion a year. It's $150 billion a year. That stuff doesn't end poverty. What ends poverty is these countries actually developing as economies. So if you really want to end poverty in Africa, okay, help these countries develop their economies, okay? You know, buy their products more often. You could donate to the cathedral and you can buy some of their products and you can invest in some of their stock markets. Do that kind of thing. That kind of thing will ultimately end poverty in Africa. But throwing your money at poverty in Africa is not going to end it. However, donating to the restructure of the cathedral, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that because you can actually achieve that goal. That's actually going to happen. If you donate, that cathedral will be rebuilt. If you just throw your money at Africa, poverty is not going to end in Africa. So it's completely fine to donate to the Notre Dame Cathedral. So don't let anybody tell you that it's not. So thanks, and just go ahead and donate if you donate. Honestly, I don't know anybody who even donates to that. I think it's mostly businesses that are donating. But yeah, so that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. And just remember what Jesus said: the poor will always be with us. The Son of Man will only be with us for a short time. Thank you very much.